Hello my dear students. Today we are going to deal with the first chapter of economics, that is natural resources. From your lower classes, I hope you have studied about and you do have the knowledge on these topics. Natural resources are mainly, when talked about in economics, we know that natural resources which plays a very important role in the overall development of the nation. So, in economics, particularly when we talk about the economic subject, here all human beings, they do depend on or they do engage in one or the other kind of activity. Children, can you tell me why? It's mainly because we do have our unlimited wants. We want to satisfy all our wants. We want to satisfy our basic needs, food, clothing, shelter, and at the same time we do have so many unlimited wants. So we have to satisfy that. So to satisfy that wants, we have to depend on the natural resources. In economics, these are all the activities through which a person is going to engage himself or herself in any one of the activity, economic activity, talking about the economic activity, consumption, yes, to satisfy our wants, production, distribution and exchange. So these are all the activities through which we are going to satisfy our wants. We are going to satisfy all our basic needs. Children, at the same time, now coming to the topic here, what do you mean by natural resources? Here, as the word says, natural, the God-given gifts. Naturally, it is available on the earth. And resources, they are the very useful things without which we cannot think about our life. So, naturally available substances, that is, we are going to use to satisfy our wants, to satisfy our basic needs, and at the same time, if each and every person or an individual, if is going to satisfy all his wants, definitely we can say that nation and the citizen, they are in a welfare state, or we can say that in a welfare mode. So, here natural resources which plays a very important role in each and every individual's life and at the same time the development of the nation. We talk about the three sectors which plays a very important role, and at the same time talking about the fulfillment of one's needs and the development of an individual. So, today we are going to deal with the topic natural resources. What is the meaning of natural resources? What is the importance? Of course, as I said just now, importance of natural resources, and at the same time, we are going to deal with the different types. We are going to understand the different types, and at the same time, the next we are going to have in the further classes, we are going to deal with the other topics like scarcity of resources. Let's understand what do you mean by natural resources. So, simple words, God-given gift. It is the nature at its best, naturally available substances that we are going to use for our benefit, or for it is very valuable for one's soul to satisfy our wants. So, naturally available substances that are considered valuable in their natural form, or simple words, God-given gift. We are so fortunate. God has given so beautiful natural resources on this earth, beautiful planet, and we have to, what manner in which? So we have to ask the question here. What we do call ourselves the people of a nation, what kind of resources are we? We are the human resource. As the definition goes, wealthy and the educated people of a nation are called as the human resource. But in simple words, people of a nation. So educated, yes, the title, or we do have educated, healthy citizens, or the people of the nation, they are called the human resource. So we have to ask the question, to what manner in which we do use all the available resources on this from this earth. Isn't it, children? So we have to use this in a proper manner. Judiciously we have to think, judiciously we have to use this, utilize this naturally available substances on this earth. Let's come into the types. There are two types of natural resources. They are renewable, or they are also called as non-exhaustible or replenished. They are not going to end. They are not going to. So God has given us this one more feature of this resources. It is not going to end. Example, water. Yes. This is one of the very beautiful, when we talk about the natural, this is called as the elixir of life now, without which we cannot have a life, isn't it, children? Water, pure water to drink, that is also important. Air, pure air to breathe, and land. So it's all because of the human resource. What kind of air, what kind of water nowadays we do get. And the land, yeah, the soil, yes, beautiful soil, the different kinds of crops that what we do grow on this land, yes. And the forest, and sunlight, and heat, solar energy. As we all know that solar energy nowadays, what are the advantages of this? So these are all the renewable resources or non-exhaustible. It's not going to end, it's not going to replenish, or it's not going to be depleted. So this is the one kind, yes. Now coming to the non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources are exhaustible resources. It is going to end, it is going to end, it is going to empty, or it is going to be depleted. So natural resources are broadly divided into exhaustible and non-exhaustible. Renewable, non-exhaustible, we should have the knowledge on this and the example. And non-exhaustible, you are talking about non-renewable, it is going to exhaust. It is going to finish one day. One fine day, if you are going to have with all this pollution, if you are going on using the same, talking about the minerals, going on digging, mining, if you are going to have the same process without judiciously thinking, what's going to happen one day? Water also. So what are all the other measures to which? Rainwater harvesting. Isn't it? So we have to protect, we have to conserve all these natural resources. Yes, coming to the second type, non-renewable resources, exhaustible, or it's going to empty, it is going to deplete, it is going to end. Example, minerals. As I said just now, going on having the mining process, yes, all the minerals. As we all know that minerals plays a very important role in the industrialization. To establish industries, without minerals we cannot think of starting or establishing an industry. So, establishing an industry without minerals. So, if you are going on having the same process, definitely it is going to end one day. We cannot call ourselves as a, gold, iron ore, copper, manganese, bauxite. So, these are all the minerals, they are the non-renewable. We cannot get it again. We cannot think that, yes, today we are, let's go on having our mining, and again God is going to give us this beautiful gift. No, sorry. God is not going to give it. This is all the non-renewable resources. Now, again, the natural resources are classified into biotic and abiotic. Biotic, they are all derived from the living organism, the plants and the animals. So the biotic, all from the, talking about the human beings, plants and the animals from this, some of the minerals that what we do derive from, and the abiotic, they are derived from non-living components of the nature. That is mainly what we do see, water, soil, minerals, etc. They are all the abiotic resources. Now, so far we have studied about what is the meaning of natural resources, what are the two types of natural resources, and at the same time we did study about what do you mean by renewable resources, the two types, renewable resources, what are the example for that, and the non-renewable resources and the example for that, and again it is classified into biotic and non-biotic resources. Let's go to the next topic. I'll just give you the introduction on that. Scarcity. As I told you, human wants are unlimited. We are going on using the existing natural resources. So what happened now? What we do see now, that is the scarcity of resources. As we all know that human population globally talking about the 7 billion it has crossed to, and the people, urbanization, going on increase of population explosion, so that paved the way for scarcity of resources. And because of that, we have to be very careful now. Judiciously we have to use that, and we have to see and we have to take some stringent measure how to conserve the existing or the present natural resources on the earth. So in the next class we are further classes we are going to study about the scarcity of resources. Children, I hope you have understood this important topic. One of the important topic for the examination also. What do you mean by natural resources? What are the types of natural resources and what are the examples for that? Next we are going to deal with the next topic, that is the scarcity of resources.